Yeah, man, and I want to address real quick this whole Micah Parsons Dallas Cowboys situation, Jerry Jones, because the reality of the situation is these owners will never ever give two shits about these contract negotiations and how much they got to pay and how you feel about it, what kind of attitude you want to throw, none of that shit. They don't give a damn. So this past weekend, the Cowboys was playing in their final preseason games, and Micah Parsons didn't dress. He was the only player on the sideline that didn't wear the Cowboy jersey, the team jersey or whatever. And now they're making a big deal of it because he was laying on the training table. I guess it was supposed to be some kind of silent protest. We all know he's frustrated, man. We get that. The boy won his money. He won his contract. But at the end of the day, I mean, as fucked up as it seemed, doing all that just don't you just better off. It's a better look for you just to act like a grown man and just deal with the situation until it get dealt with, because all the throwing a fit, like, come on, man, these owners been doing this for years. Jerry Jones he done had this team for 30 years. How many of these contract situations and negotiations he done been through? How many times he done pissed players off? How many times somebody said, oh, I'm holding out, I ain't playing, man, he don't give two shits about none of that. The man is a billionaire. And he gonna die a billionaire at the end of the day. And like I said, he's dealt with this 100 times with 100 different players. You just the next one up. And he's not losing, bro. Jerry Jones ain't losing a bit of sleep, bro. He ain't losing a bit of sleep at night at all. The only people that really give a fuck are the fans, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they upset because they want Michael Parsons, but at the end of the day, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, they're gonna find another you, bro. They're gonna find another you. That's just the reality of it. And so us acting out, like I said, us is like, being the employees and like the players and stuff like that, acting out don't really do nothing because don't nobody care. He don't care. Matter of fact, he's probably enjoying all the commentary and all the attention and all the press that he's getting behind the situation. Because like they say, as long as Dallas Cowboys stay in the news, he's happy. That's all he give a fuck about. In the back of his mind, he know this is gonna get done. All I gotta do is he just dragging it out. He's basically like dangling the damn fruit, just like dangling the food for the dog, just dangling that shit. Cause he know at the end of the day, okay, what he want me to do? Throw an extra $10 million on there? Jerry can do that whenever the fuck he feel like doing it. And he just dragging it along. He playing it along. He like, man, I want to see how far he gonna go. I'm gonna pay this man his money. He gonna sit out a game or two or whatever. Yeah, he don't care. He don't care about none of that shit. And guess what? If they don't come to terms and they end up trading him, guess what he know? I'm going to go find me another Micah Parsons at some point, bro. I'll find me another Micah Parsons, man. At the end of the day, I'm sorry. That's just what it is. They going to find 50 of us, he will find 50 Micah Parsons way before you find another one of these billionaire owners or somebody like him. Like I said, that's just what it is, man. And we can continue to act like, at the end of the day, okay, what did he look like? He act like a jit throwing a fit, because he didn't get the money that he wanted. Like I said, I'm not saying that he ain't supposed to get the money. He definitely deserves. He done played his ass off. And he's one of the best defensive players in the league. But you ain't the first one, bro. You ain't going to be the last. So handling it professionally that's probably the best way to throw it in owner's face, is to be professional throughout the whole thing. Because this is what they want. They want you to act like a little baby. And they want you to act like that. That probably amuses somebody like him. Straight up, bro. At the end of the day, that amuses somebody like Jerry Jones. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a damn. And like I said, at the end of the day, if they ended up trading him, okay, all the fans mad at me. All the fans mad at me every fucking day. They talk shit about me every day. They always mad at me. That's how he thinking. They always pissed at me. What fucking difference do it make? I know how this go. I don't give a damn if the fans mad at me. Where the fuck they going? Where they going? And that's the whole thing. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, guess what he know, bro? What are you gonna do? Quit? Okay, the only thing you can do is not play. Then the fans will be mad at me until I draft the next you, or until we get another player that is just as good as you. Then everybody gonna shut the fuck up and move on with life. You know what I'm saying? Halfway into the season, let's just say, it's funny too. Let's just say Dallas going to the season, Micah Parsons ain't playing, and they start off 4-1. Ain't nobody gonna give two fucks about Micah Parsons. They gonna be like, oh, we actually didn't need him. We better off without him. And that possibly could happen. And so, like I said, I ain't saying players ain't supposed to hold out and get their money and all that, but I'm just saying these owners, man, they they just don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck. They ain't losing no sleep because they ain't losing no money, whether they pay you or not. They ain't losing a dollar, whether they pay you or not. The value of the franchise, the value of the NFL gonna continue to go up. The bag is gonna continue to go higher. So whether he sign you or not, bro, it really, at the end of the day, it really don't make a difference. You the only one gonna lose out. Because that's what they know. You on a rookie contract, and you set to make $21 million this year on a rookie contract. That's how valuable rookies. You didn't used to make that shit. You're not even the number 1 or 2 overall pick. You was a first round draft pick, but you wasn't the top. And you still making $21 million on a rookie contract. Bro, you ain't going nowhere. Where the fuck else you gonna go and make $21 million a year, bro? In your first year, in your first 2-3 years on that job, you gonna make $21 million? Where else you going? Where? Nowhere. And they all know this. And that's why I said we can be as mad as you want. The reason they don't give a fuck is because guess what they know? The league is never going anywhere because you will never make the kind of money that you're gonna make in this league nowhere the fuck else. And that's why the owners will always get what they want. Because at the end of the day, we are making life-changing money. Now, we can argue over a few $1 million here and there for what we deserve. Yeah, I get that part. But at the end of the day, there will never be enough of pushback on the league for everybody to stop because you're making life-changing fucking money to do what we love to do for free. What we motherfuckers do out here and put our bodies on the line for free for recreation. You getting paid millions of dollars to do that? Sorry, bro. They know that shit. That's why they don't care. They'll never care. Yeah, do I want you for my own, value of going, because they get into the business for the team to go value to go up. That definitely, that's why they want star players, because as they have star players, their value, their dollar in for the team goes up. So yeah, do they want star players? Do they want to win? Are they competing as well? Yeah, absolutely. They want you, but they don't never fucking need you ever. There's always some new star that comes along, always, and they find them. So, like I said, you do what you got to do to try to get as much money as you can for, to feed your family and all of that. But at the end of the day, you feeding your family better than 99% of the world, bro. So at the end of the day, you fighting over a few dollars, and them boys ain't losing no sleep about that shit at all. So you might as well just, act accordingly and act professional. I know the boys still young. Even though they look like grown men, we be forgetting, they still young up here. They still kids, early 20s. So they thought process is still, throw a fit and look this way and look that way. Basically that's just what it is. They know that you throwing a fit because you want a new contract or whatever. But they know at the end of the day, more times than not, the other side gives in. You as the player, you're going to give in. As long as those extra couple of dollars, they can throw all the little bullshit in the contract that they want. As long as you see them couple of extra millions that you're looking for, you're going to sign the deal. Your agent going to sign the deal because his money depends on your money too. He just, on your behalf, he just want to make sure that the dollars is right because the higher that contract is, the higher his bag is. So, like I said, the only thing you really looking for is a few extra dollars, man. But at the end of the day, like I said, you can be mad as you want to be. At the end of the day, he gonna come out. He know what to do. He gonna throw them few extra millions in there. Still have all the little stupid stipulation bullshit inside the contract that you don't want to see. Just as long as the money right, well, he know you gonna sign that contract. And if you don't, guess what? He gonna move the fuck on and not lose a lick of sleep. That's just the way. That's just how it is.